Cheers. Thank you, Anne. Coming up next on The Beat Goes On is old friend and Beat Goes On sponsor, John Galvin. John, with his company Fortuna Thoroughbred Syndicators, continues his story on the success of Melody Bell and introduces his special formula for winning big at the Melbourne Cup. John Galvin, welcome back to The Beat Goes On.
Great to be here, Jared.
Yeah, well, it is. It's essential that you're here, John, because Melbourne Cup, not tomorrow, but the next Tuesday. And you mentioned the last time you were on the program that your betting formula, somebody rang you up and said they won $16,000.
That's correct, yeah.
Well, let's have it again.
Yes,
let's
indeed.
do it again. John, before we go any further, for that one person, we've discovered who he is. He lives in the bush in Stewart Island, right in the middle. The one person that hasn't seen The Beat Goes On.
Yep.
And he was interviewed, said no, he'd never heard of The Beat Goes On. But he said he hadn't seen TV for 35 years, so we've forgiven him. But just for that one person, tell us what Fortuna is all about.
Yeah, Fortuna, we are thoroughbred syndicators, so what my job is to go to the horse sales and buy some nice, promising thoroughbreds, to secure them, and then package them up into what we call a syndicate. And effectively that means that we divide the whole value of the horse up into parcels, and that's called a syndicate. People buy shares in that syndicate, and the syndicate races the horse under my management. Wow. And all the prize money we win, if we do win prize money, and any money we get when we sell the horse eventually goes back to all of the syndicate members.
And generally there's about 33 people per syndicate. Would that
varies.
be an average?
Anything between, say, 15 and 40 people in a syndicate.
Yeah.
Our biggest one's actually got a bit more than 70 people in
Wow.
it. So, yeah.
And you can take 1%, you can take 2.5%, you can take 5%.
Correct. If you were to buy your own horse, let's say an average price is $100,000 and it would cost $40,000 a year to run that horse. But obviously, if you've, say, got $10,000 to put into buying shares and racehorses, you could buy into 2 or 3 of our syndicates and only spend a fraction of that $40,000 a year to look after your share. And of course, it's great fun and great camaraderie when we all gather together and go to the races together and watch our horses race. Meet other people.
Good way to make friends.
Indeed.
But anyway, look, let's briefly go over the fantastic success you had with a horse called Melody Bell.
Yep, Melody Bell.
Bought for $57,000 at Karaka, went on to win the Karaka Million. And what a thrill that was. Wow. I mean, was this the pinnacle? This would be the best one you've had, John?
She's not our most successful horse. We've had a horse previously that's won more than $1 million,
Wow.
$1.5 million.
Yeah.
But when Melody Bell won that $1 million race at Ellerslie last January, that wasn't the end of her racing season.
She's gone on to greater things.
Yeah, she went on to win another big race down in the Manawatu, and then we took her to Australia. Now, over the last 30 years, you could count on the fingers of one hand the number of New Zealand 2-year-olds that have gone to Australia and been successful in big 2-year-old races. But anyway, we had great success in a race called the Queensland Sires Produce Stakes. It was a $250,000 race, and we cleaned up, as you'll see.
Yeah, let's have a look at it now.
Away. 450 metres left to go. Malahat, the leader on the Sires from Taking Aim. Next placing is ours to keep over on the inside. Melody Bell is starting to loom large on the outside. The widest there is KG Phoenix. Imperator is the next one. It's Taking Aim, being collared on the outside by Melody Bell. And shortly afterward, the Kiwi went for home. Melody Bell shot 2.5 lengths in front from Taking Aim. Imperator is the next one, but it's all Melody Bell with 100 metres left to go. It's racing clear with the size, 5 lengths in front. And Melody Bell bolts in, 5 lengths Taking Aim.
Isn't that wonderful, John? Another win. I mean, is she ever going to stop winning, or how many races has she got left in her?
Well, after that race, she was spelled, and she had her first trial as a 3-year-old just earlier this week. Yeah. And so she'll resume at Ellerslie on Saturday, the 9th of December. Wow. And she's got another $1 million race lined up in January. So that's our race plans for her. So
what are those 33 people that invested in this particular horse? What are they thinking?
They're pretty excited.
Yeah, you can imagine they are.
She's won $850,000 from 7 starts, and we don't think we're finished yet. So naturally, those people are pretty excited. It's not just about the money, of course. It's all about the thrill, the excitement, the camaraderie, going to the races, meeting the people that they've met before, and so on and so forth.
Well, John, we've got another horse in the paddock just waiting to go. We'll talk about that because we want to hear, not tomorrow night, but in
Tuesday, first Tuesday in November.
First, it's the Melbourne Cup. That's always an exciting day. And you've got a betting formula.
Yep.
It's worked for people. Just give us the short version, John. I know now you can go to your website and see it's fully written out, isn't it, on your website?
Correct.
But what we need is just give us the principles so that people can say, that sounds fabulous. I'm going to go to the website and look it up.
Exactly right. So we'll give us a short summary now, and that'll be on the screen as we're talking. And people can also get this from my website. And if anyone's still got any difficulty, give me a call or send me an email, and I'll give you a hand to sort it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the morning of the Melbourne Cup.
Yes. So there's a note. This is based around a $100 betting strategy.
Yeah.
Now, to many people, that'd be a large amount of money to have a bet with, but it is Melbourne Cup Day. It only comes around one day a year. So the first step is you select 9 horses from the 24 horses in the field. It's a big field. And label those horses in order, A, B, C, D, right through to I. So you've got 9 horses. Second step is you're going to do a win and place bet. You're going to select your A and B horses, and you're going to put $10 to win and $10 a place on each of them. Total bet $40.
Okay.
Then you're going to do a quinella bet. To win a quinella, you've got to pick the first 2 in any order. So you're going to select horse A as an anchor to win, and you're going to have the other 8 horses
as a quinella.
As a quinella, so you match them up together. Then you do the same with B, horse B, and you match that up with the other 8.
Now, how much would that cost?
That costs $16.
$16, okay. So we're up to about 56 now, aren't we?
Correct. And then we're going to go for the trifecta, which is the first 3 in specific order. And what you do there is you're going to select A, B, C horses to run first, A through to E to run second, A through to G to run third. Total units there is $60, but the TAB lets you take a percentage bet. So you take a 25% percentage bet. That's going to cost you $15.
Wow.
Okay, and it means whatever the dividend is, you'll get 25% of it. So
we're
if
up
it
to
was
71 so far?
Yep, correct.
Okay.
And then there's a first 4 bet, which is same or similar to a trifecta, but it's first 4 over the line. So again, you're going to take your first 3, A, B, C, and put them into win on your ticket. A through to E to run second, A through to G to run third, and A through to I to run fourth. And again, you're going to do a percentage bet, 8% percentage bet, and that'll cost $29.
Well, there you go. There you spent your $100 basically.
$100.
Yeah. Now,
4 years ago, the first 4 paid $1 million, so 8% of that would have been an $80,000 collect.
The great thing about this is, if you follow this carefully, you're pretty guaranteed to get your money back, aren't you? Your $100. Even if you don't make a big win, you'll get $100. That's one of the features of this betting system, isn't it?
Yes, one of your 2 horses that you bet win and place would need to run into a place before you get any money back. So if that didn't happen, you'd do the lot.
Melbourne Cup. Every racehorse owner in the world wants to win the Melbourne Cup. In the paddock at the moment is the next Far Lap. That's the only horse I can think of that everybody knows about. Even that guy on Stewart Island, right in the middle, he knows about Far Lap.
Let's just say it's the next Melody Bell, maybe.
Wonderful horse. It's a filly once again.
Yes.
And last week you had a great response to it. You had phone calls.
Yes.
And somebody's taken 2.5% of it. So,
correct. So we've sold shares from in this filly over from your show from our show last time.
Wonderful.
Yep. She's got a nickname. We call her Lisa. We always have stable names for our horses. There's a racing name, which is the formal name, but there's also a stable name. So she's called Lisa. She's by Burgundy, who's a wonderful young stallion coming through. She's out of a mare called Spin and Grin, who was a very, very good mare on the race track. She actually won group races, what we call group level races, which is like Gold Star type races. And she's a 2-year-old. Her physical attributes are very strong. First of all, she's extremely good looking, as you'll see from the photograph.
She was one of the best looking.
Yeah, probably the best I've ever bought, I think, in terms of looks. Strong, got all the physical characteristics. She's very correct, is what we say, means her legs are straight and that sort of thing. She's got no physical abnormalities. So there's a lot to like about this filly for sure.
For 1% of this horse, $1,800.
$1,800 for 1%.
And for 2.5%, if you want to, like as of last week, it's $4,500.
$4,500. That's an initial cost up front. There's an ongoing cost as well. 1% is $34 a month from the 1st of November. And a 2.5% share is $85 a month.
And I'll tell our viewers that cost we're talking about, they do eat hay, don't they? And it costs money for training, hay and grooming and all those sorts of things.
It's transport, nomination fees, vet fees, all that sort of thing.
So John, they need to ring you and we'll have that telephone number again.
Okay, so
021.
Call me direct, 021 921 460. And of course the website, fortuna-nz.com. Call me at any time, leave a message, and there's a lot of information on our website as well.
Fantastic website. And of course the formula for the betting is on there as well.
Yes, that'll be up there from today. And as I've just said to viewers earlier, if you've got any issues with how all that works, just give me a call and we'll sort it out.
So don't forget, viewers, that this next horse, Lisa, who's nicknamed Lisa, could turn out to be even bigger than Melody Bell. Even bigger. Yep. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Wow, what an exciting, it's an exciting job, isn't it?
It is an exciting job. It's all about making dreams for people and making them come true.
And it's a sort of form of entertainment, isn't it?
Yep, very much so.
John, good on you.
Thank you, Jared.
Hey, best of luck at the Melbourne Cup, John.
Thank you.